My name is Raz, and this is why I got a refund on Steam for Bitcraft Online. Buckle up because this is gonna be a long one. I genuinely wanted to like this game, and no hate for it, this just is not for me. The thing that I could not get past was the crafting system, so we're gonna go through and we're gonna explore that together. And this is me making my first piece of armor. So to start, in order to make our armor, and I decided to make a leather shirt, a rough leather shirt, you need ore and leather. That's all you need. But let's get into how to make those. First, in order to get your leather, you need to go out and unalive an animal. And then you get an animal carcass, pictured here. However, you can only carry one of these at a time. 2 if you have your cart. Next, I am processing said animal carcass at the ancient hunting station. This is going to get us our animal hide. Oh wait, but I forgot. Even after you get that, you have to craft it into a rough cleaned pelt. Now I think we're ready to make our leather. After you have your cleaned pelt, then you can turn it into rough tanned pelt. And that requires your cleaned pelt and tannins. Now, the tannins, in order to make those, you need bark and water. Sounds simple, right? Well, if you watch my last TikTok, you need a bucket in order to do that. And a bucket is a thing you must craft. And the bucket involves 5 additional steps in order to make. And also the buckets are on-use items, so it's not like once you make the bucket, you use it forever. No, they're on-use items, so once you use it, it's gone. Luckily, it does make a stack of 10 buckets, but still, you still have to go through another about 5 additional steps in order to make your bucket, in order to make the tannins. Tanning your pelts is a forced 5-minute wait time. Now that you've gone through your forced 5-minute wait time to tan your pelts, there is another step in order to make the leather. So we've made our leather now, but wait, there is a whole other process in this. We still need to make our bars, because yes, you need bars in order to make a rough leather shirt. So let's go through that process together. So first, you get your ferrolith ore chunk, but once again, you can only carry 1 of these at a time, 2 if you have your cart. But wait, it's not just as simple as turning this ore into bars. Here's my live reaction to finding out that there is yet another material that we need to make. Ferrolith ore what? Wait, so in order to just make a bar, I need wood and then whatever this is? Are you kidding? Anyway, so you probably kind of understand what's about to happen here, but essentially I needed to break the ore down into chunks, and then the chunks into concentrate, and then I could finally combine the concentrate with wood in order to make the molten bar, and then there was some sort of 5-minute waiting process in there and to finally get the end product, but yeah, essentially that's how we made our bar. Oh, and we needed more than 1 for this rough leather shirt, by the way. And from there, I was finally able to make my first piece of armor in the game. Again, this is starting armor, this is just like the level 1 stuff, and from what I've heard, as the tiers go up, you start to get RNG for items that you need to craft stuff. So, I don't know. If this is something that you find enjoyable, go for it. This is why I quit Bitcraft and I even got a refund for it. Thanks, Steam!